Right, so back on the mini today. It's Monday. Saturday was a washout, obviously. Weather was terrible. So I decided to walk up the Wrekin. Not the best thing to do, but never mind. Sunday was a day with the family. Going out, having a drink, something to eat, that sort of stuff. So Monday afternoon now. Back on my mini. I've been seeing my mate this morning for his birthday, and been to get some bolts. As I said, I was going to loose load the front clip. It's now loose loaded. There are the bolts. I ended up getting 240mm M8s by 1.25, and in the front, that one looks like it's a bit loose, and they tidy that one up. That one's bolted through, so the front clip is now loose, as you can see on the subframe to the crush tube. It's hanging free, so all I need to do is just lift that up a little bit and get it unloaded. Right, so what I'm doing at the moment is, if I just go under the car, some tools there. So my car still got the under trays, so to get to the subframe mounts, they're under those under trays, so I'll get the under trays off and hit them with a bit of WD-40, and I've already done the ones at the front, so I'll start with the ones at the front and then move my way back to the ones at the back that are underneath these trays. I'll let you have a look at that. The exhaust's got to come down, and I've already took the bracket out that holds the centre of the exhaust up. So yep, we'll get to it. Okay, so a mini update. The pans are off. I've dropped the exhaust, as you can see. Just need to move that away. It was a difficult job, that was. Bloody exhaust handers are a nightmare. So this is the subframe. 10 bolts, 5 per side. The first 3 are here, and it's mimicked over the other side. And you've got the bolt that holds this bracketing, that holds the rear control arm bush. We've got the lower control arm ball joint, got another one of those coming. We've got the lower steering rack ends, got some of them coming as well. Yeah. And also there's another bolt that fits up inside of the chassis per side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 per side, and then 2 lower control arms and the steering rod. While I'm under, see, I don't like the look of that, but it looks like the pushes are alright. While I'm under, when I took the belly pans off, I now know, if I just position this light, that I'm going to have to do the rear subframe as well. So if you look up there, there's a lot of rust up there. So while I'm under it, I might as well get it done, because it is quite rusty as well. And also I want to get rid of this surface rust before it gets any worse. But generally the underside of the vehicle is good. Go the other side, so keep it the right way up. Go over the other side as well, that looks pretty good until you come to the back. So it just needs a bit of work. I think I'm going to drop the rear subframe as well. It means taking the tank out, dropping the subframe, and I might as well polyrush it, change the rear suspension, and do the control arms, and fix some bodges that are in. There's supposed to be a pop. Supposed to be a pop fit in there, but that isn't there, and one's missing on the other side on the plastic tank. So yeah, work to do. Give it a clean up, rust kill it, paint it, refurb the subframe, and then put the subframe back in at the back. Yeah, just something for me to do in a week. Okay, right, I'm going. Try and drag this exhaust out now without waking the missus up, because she's on nights. Okay, see you later. Update. Coming here to do the suspension disconnect, as you've got to do the steering linkage, the drop link, the lower ball joint, and the ride height sensor. If you have a look at the the drop link, it's actually severed. Like it's not attachable. The top link feels great, and the bottom link feels good as well, but it's just severed. So I'm glad I'm in here doing this. The other thing as well is down here is the Xenon headlight ride height sensors. So they just assist your car with adjusting the headlights depending on what it's loaded like. And I've just disconnected the electrical supply to it. Just get it out there. And it's absolutely buggered. So when I disconnected it, you're supposed to just push these two tabs in. Well, that tab's missing and it should pop off, but it's absolutely knackered. So I'm going to go and have a look now, see if I can get another one of those somewhere, probably down to a main dealer for this. But yeah, I'm glad I'm in here doing this. This is going to be a nightmare for an MOT. I mean, that's a straight failure, that is. And if I'm tracking it, if the rest of the suspension is like this, prone to failure, about to fail, then I'm glad I'm in here doing it. Right, I'm going to come back later, and if I find any more mishaps, I'll let you know. Right, Tuesday, subframe update. Problem. I think I said in the last video that I'm surprised everything's going well. I should have kept my mouth shut. But I've had a problem. The subframe is all ready to come out now. I missed the rear engine mount torque arm, so I had to pop that off when I did my first lower. So I had to pop that off. I broke all the ball joints this morning. That went really easy, apart from the driver's side here. The first time ever I've noticed that when you're undoing the nut off the lower ball joint, that the ball joint popped out of the holder, so I had to jack it back in and tied it up again. So what stopped me? It's this little bolt here. At the bottom of the steering knuckle. I don't know if you can see, let's reposition the camera. At the bottom of the steering knuckle there is a universal joint, and there's a pinch bolt that goes through the shaft coming from the steering wheel onto the shaft that is on the steering rack. As I was backing that out, it sheared a welded plate on the back of the bracket that acts as the nut, and it's spinning, so I can't get it out. So my only option now is to Dremel the head of that bolt off. Problem is, I have only just ordered it literally 2 days ago off Amazon, the Dremel, and it's on its way, so it's all ready to come off. Track rod ends on the steering's off, lower ball joints have been popped off, all the bolts have been undone, so it's just a wait now for my Dremel to come, pop that off, and then I can lower the subframe then on the 28th. Meantime, I think I'm going to do some water pipes. Being as the engine is loose loaded like this, it's going to be nice and easy to get in and do the water pipes, all the ones down there off the thermostat. I think there's 5 on the thermostat and 4 on the radiator. So, yeah, not where I wanted to be today, but never mind. It is what it is. Minis, eh? So I'm going to sign off now, and I'll carry on with the water hoses.